Hi everybody, Cindy the Scrapologist here. I have about 50 pocket pages that I have to get out by Monday. Today is Saturday. These aren't decorated yet, but I ran out of paper, and so I'm going to be pulling my book apart again, and I just thought I would show you a really quick tip for how to put pages out of a book. There are lots of videos on how to deconstruct a book if you want to use the cover for a journal. But this is just a quick tip if your pages are really stuck in the book. This book is from 1939, and it was very well constructed because it's a textbook. It's a book about horticulture. And if you look here, you see that the glue and the mesh are still really intact. You can kind of pull it off, but it really takes a lot, and it doesn't all come up. So what happens is, if you have a book that's still really well constructed like this, it's hard to get the pages out without tearing them. So I pulled this one out, and you see how it's torn there, and the edges are all wonky, and I don't mind this as much, but I definitely don't want tears in my pages. And you can try to use an exacto knife and kind of get down in here, but oftentimes what happens is what happened over here. I don't know if you can really see clearly what happened, but I was cutting it with an exacto knife in the beginning, and it leaves, well, maybe you can see it this way, it leaves a little bit of the paper, so you're not able to get the whole page cut out. Hopefully you can see that. So a little trick that I learned, if your book is like this, and you may or may not be able to do this, but give it a try. Turn it on its side, and do you see that you can see all of the individual signatures? Hopefully you can see that. You see all the little sections here? And so what you can do is, if you can at least expose a little bit of that so you can see the signatures, then you can take your exacto knife. I already started this one a little bit. Take your exacto knife, and see, now I've pulled a signature away, and then try to just work it. Oops, I missed a page there, and so it's not going to be perfect. Try to just work it with your exacto knife and pull out that whole signature. The older the book, the easier this is. Usually I'm working with books from the 1800s, and I don't have to go through all of this, but just slowly work this through. Pull back as much of this as you can. See, I just tore that a little bit, so it's not always going to be perfect. There we go. And do you see that there is string attaching each signature? So this was also sewn. Each signature was sewn in addition to all this stuff. This thing was really well made. Okay, now we're getting to the end. And just take your time with it, and obviously be careful with your exacto knife. And then you have an entire signature. So now I have some pages that I can rip apart really easily now, because all my signatures, I mean all my pages are out and away from that glue. So that's just a little quick tip. I hope that helps you. That's about it for today, because I have 30 of these to make today. So, all right, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next tutorial. Bye.